because there's so much of the message and the mission of the church. The anniversary physicians we commemorated today carried out that genuine scientific medical mission of the church. And others, of course, the martyrs carried out the mission of martyrdom. People like St. Nino of Georgia carried out apostleship as a whole apostle. And above all, the mission of the church in this world, and the mission that we are ministers of and that we must try to be ministers of. The most difficult one, the hardest one, the ministry of love. And, you know, we say, oh, I love you, I love you. As long as somebody's nice to you and you like them and you get along together, oh, I love you. But as soon as they offend you a little bit, oh, I hate them. So the ministry that we have to project in this world, as the ministry that Jesus Christ told us to love one another, to have empathy for other people, to see their suffering and see if we can respond some way that helps them. But that people should always see us in projecting some kind of love toward others, not projecting anger or hatred or condemnation as we want to. Even a person who's, since I work a lot with people who are narcotics addicted, I've heard people say, oh, it's drug fiends or dope addicts. If you knew the things that drove these people onto narcotics when they're 11, 12, 13 years old, the horrors of their life. And then traveled in the United States on the Greyhound bus when I was the young deacon from parish to parish. And in Chicago, a bus station full of kids, 11, 12 years old, maybe 10. And I was mentioned it to one of the security guards. And he said, Father, try not to think about it or you'll lose your mind. These kids are here because their parents are drunk, having a fight, their mother's having an affair, and their boyfriend is there. They've been sexually abused by the mother's boyfriend, or people that the mother allowed sexual abuse, boys and girls. And because of that and those terrors that happened to them, that's how they were pushed into take drugs, trying to find some happiness, some source of freedom from the daily life, from the horrors of the daily life. And you'll see one of them will say, oh, dope fiend, drug addict. You know, somebody who's been severely persecuted, somebody who's been severely sexually abused or physically abused as a child, somebody whose parents don't care about them, have wild drinking parties, have their boyfriends in. These are the kids who are pushed towards taking narcotics. But we want to blame them all the time. We want to blame them for using drugs or for other sins. Each of us, you know. But the sins of our past are often brought about by such abuse, and often by tragic and terrible childhoods that actually change the architecture of the brain in these people. So that's our ministry in this world. Our ministry is called suffering, love, and compassion. That's our ministry. If you see a street person down, don't step on him, pick him up. You know, you see somebody who's taking narcotics, don't say, don't have a drug fiend. See, I wonder what happened in his life that pushed him so hard and so painfully that he resorted to drugs to try to deaden the pain. That's what we should do. Anyway, we all have sins of our past, most of them caused just by those very things. So it's something to think about as well as remembering that the church is a medical organization also. Thank you.
We'll go cover 20